Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for September 21st, 2022. This is for Gemini, last shuffle here for Gemini. Gemini, what we have here is a creative endeavor, and we have the loving woman. There's some... Alright, well, there could be someone in your space here that is like, what do you call it? Maybe planning something for you, or planning something in general. It's something flipped out here, and we have the Two of Wands. Well, a creative endeavor with the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, and then Justice. Someone wants to do something right, do right by you in some way. All right. They're going to treat you fairly as something too. There's some sort of you're going to get the fair treatment, is what this is saying. Like, it's your time and your turn to get fair treatment. So if there's some sort of project or something where you never, maybe, golly, what is this? You may have only been known as a certain way. Like, it would be something like that. Like, it could be at your job, but I'm not really seeing a job. But it does somewhat look like that. Like, maybe there's some sort of project or something that you were supposed to lead on or something, and now you're getting the recognition. Maybe no one gave you recognition. If you're at, like, say this is a job or something like that, you were you should have been a leader at some point. You should have been in charge or running something. But what happened, it seems as though that you were always known as a certain way, and so you never felt like you got the recognition that you deserved. You know, like, we all have that kind of thing where we go and people have stereotypes, and you know how stereotypes that with a Gemini is like, oh, they're nuts, they have the twins and such, and I'm like, they're eternal students. They're not nuts at all. I see most of the time they're always learning something new, or trying to learn something new, or open to new things, and I think that's a very beautiful energy to have. But we all have there's stereotypes to things, stigmas, and it looks like you got caught up in a stereotype. Not you per se, but others had got caught up in stereotypes when it came to you. And so even with you, you almost, it looks like maybe you do, like, they weren't positive. They weren't positive ones, so you had to make a choice. You had to make a choice and stand out, and show what you were made of, in a sense. This is something that you'll have to do if you haven't already. The loving woman energy with Three of Pentacles and Justice. Someone is, there's people in your space that once you step out, they're willing to work with you. They're almost going to become very submissive, in a sense, and work with you, because it's only fair and only right. You make sense, kind of thing, right? Gemini, you make sense. Joyous fun, Ace of Cups, and the Devil. And this to me looks like you might have fun with this. This might be something that you enjoy. That you are being seen differently. That it's almost as though it's inspired you now. And with the Devil energy, though, this is like something. It's like almost like saying, "Wait do you get a load of me, and I can get used to this," kind of thing. That's what this would look like to me. But it also looks like drinks, right? Joyous fun energy would say that maybe people have said, maybe, at work you may have had one too many at one point, or maybe you just are like, you present in a funny, like, in a way, while you're, if you guys are enjoying, going out for drinks together, maybe you present a certain way, and so they look at you in a not so positive light, or there's a stereotype about you, or something that everyone says about you, kind of thing. There's something about that too, okay? Or that could be someone in your space, but it more so looks like you. The vast universe with the Queen of Swords and Nine of Swords would say to me that people don't really know who you are. I think you're worried about that, so you keep people out. So you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff about you that people do not know, and I think you're very guarded. The Queen of Swords is nothing but, she's a very guarded individual, and it looks like you are, and you're worried. And, the worry causes you to be guarded, because you don't want to be, it's like you don't want to be known as a certain way, or considered, or put in a box. But because of the way you act, you automatically place yourself there. All right, you have the signs are Capricorn, you have Libra, you have Aries here. Um, and so you might in order to loosen up, you may be like, you know what, let me have a drink before I go, before I do. And then that further deepens their, their belief in the stereotype that they, or whatever kind of thing that they feel for you. So it's very important here. Step out, show people what you are made of, because you're going to get recognition for it, especially when it comes to work, especially when it comes to party planning, things of that nature. Anything that requires a team effort, step out and show what you're made of, because you will get the recognition you deserve. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.